Hey guys, I want to talk about something real quick. I just found out Pablo was addressing the rumors. Oh, he didn't say they weren't true. If you go and look at the tweets, I've got them all. He's basically saying he was never under contract and not believe everything you hear. And he's talking about his 23rd anniversary at Lucasfilm. But he hasn't replaced Lucasfilm on his bio, and nor has he put the 23rd anniversary of it there. And really, he was only a contractor, a consultant for at least 10 of those years, or 12, 13 of those years. He's only really worked at Lucasfilm for 10, including this year. Well, yeah, 10. Because according to his bio in Wikipedia, he asked Kathleen Kennedy for a job in 2012. So I wouldn't say being a consultant is actually 23 years. This guy has a real ability to make himself look more important than he is. Anyway, and why I call this timing is this. We get Kristen Baver, and she put that, whatever it was, on StarWars.com, and everybody instantly, runs thinking, wow, the sequel trilogy isn't going to be retconned, because they're retarded. And of course, the big YouTubers want you to be miserable, so you spend money on super chats and they get money from AdSense. That's how they make their living. A lot of people, that's all they do. They don't have real jobs. And if you think being a YouTuber is a real job, it's not. So I find that interesting. And then Pablo comes out with this statement about his job today. Now, you gotta remember, he's a weasel. He's a shit stirrer. He's giving, geeks and gamers and the rest of these guys fuel to fire up their black pill engine. And that's what he loves to do. Again, yeah, he does. I mean, he really does. But he doesn't say the rumors aren't true. All right, I got that. I've got the tweets. And nowhere does he say that. Okay? So he's saying, he's being clever enough, which is weird for him, that he's basically trying to get people upset by not really saying anything. He didn't really say anything. Okay? If you go on Twitter, let's go on Twitter right now. I mean, well, let's not say we did, because I don't really have time. So, but I find the timing curious. It's what, 4:32 Eastern Standard, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. We got about 10 hours before the finale to the Book of Boba Fett drops. Okay? So there's something going on here. This doesn't smell right to me. We get this cheesy, off-the-wall, poorly written statement about Luke's Jedi Academy, and then we get Pablo addressing the rumors, but he doesn't say they're not true. It just, you'd have to be a retard to believe him at face value. Okay, you really have to be a retard to believe him at face value. I don't believe anything he says. This guy is a first-class troll. He's an internet bully. When you look at what he says about Star Wars and everything, he sounds like, and he attempts to sound like he was there for all of it. The entire filming of, the prequels and even the OT. all right? And, I still got stuff coming in from about this. But I wouldn't take him at his word. Take him at his word, and you are wrong, all right? There are people out in the world where if you're an instinctive person, you just instinctively know they're fucked up. This guy's that person. Okay, this guy, look, he's a low-level employee, an ant at Lucasfilm, who got himself famous as a super fan, who has literally smeared and helped drive Lucasfilm into the ground by his behavior towards the fans. And he never will ever, guys, don't ever expect Pablo Hidalgo to take responsibility for any of it, okay? He didn't call you man babies. He didn't call you ticks. It was your fault, okay? You caused him to do that. That's like Ted Bundy saying, well, those girls deserved it. They caused me to do it. I mean, that's what, John Wayne Gacy said about the people he murdered. It was their fault. I had to defend myself. He literally, it's an interview saying that. So this guy thinks that everything he's done is your fault. He didn't cause any trouble. He didn't spy on people. He didn't go on YouTube channels under assumed names causing issues. He didn't, start a bot war, buy a bunch of bots to get people banned from Twitter. He didn't cause any trouble with Gina. It was all her fault. Now, granted, if she'd have kept her mouth shut, he wouldn't have had a target. All right, that's something to think about. But she also didn't deserve that. And it's all because they are afraid that they are decanonizing the sequel trilogy. And that's about that. And they're dying to torpedo the end of the Book of Boba Fett. They're dying to do it. That's what they're doing this for. Okay, so I know none of you are going to listen to me. I've only got 3 people in chat right now watching. But you got to listen. You got to understand there's timing here. This is all strategery. Okay? Does Kennedy know? No, and I don't think she cares. All right? I don't think she... Look, if Kennedy had ever paid any attention to what her flying monkeys were really doing, maybe we would have a different attitude, all of us. But she didn't, because she didn't care, because she was above it. Okay? And that is why we're all sitting here looking at Pablo saying, okay, well, none of us believe you. We want to talk to HR at Lucasfilm now. Or we want to talk to Alan Bergman or somebody at Disney that actually has to, herd you squirrels, okay? Because I don't believe him. I really honestly do not believe a word he says. Okay, again, this guy's a first-class troll. And remember all the trouble he's caused. Okay? He probably got Cameron bounced off of Twitter. He's got me bounced off of Twitter. He doesn't want you to have a different opinion. Okay? What he doesn't understand is it doesn't matter. What matters is Disney's bottom line. And that's ultimately what's going to undo everything that prick was part of. And the reason why is because it doesn't sell. He does, again, this guy is not an economic genius, all right? He's not. He doesn't understand the basic laws of supply and demand. There's no demand for the sequel trilogy. None. His Star Wars theology, there's none. He can sit there and deny it. He's in San Francisco. He's not going to have, people who actually have a normal outlook on life tell him, sci-fi, what are you talking about, sci-fi universe? Am I going to have to get mad again? I really don't want to, okay? He doesn't talk to normal people. And when he does, we're members of that German party from back in the 30s, because we have No, it's not gonna be Mara Jade. No, it's not. It's gonna be Han, and probably just Han. Okay, but again, the way they're trying to attack it, and they can't stop it. They can't, because word of mouth is gonna come out. Okay, word of mouth is gonna come out, and people are gonna go, "This was really good," no matter what. Because a lot of normies who are invested as much as we are in the franchise are going to say this was great. Okay, all right, and of course the negative ninnies aren't going to watch anyway. Okay, they're not going to watch anyway, and the reason why is they don't want it to be good. They don't want it to be good. They don't want. They don't like being happy. These people don't like being happy. It's like I call them, you know, CNN below decks. I mean, really, that's what they are. Um, you know, well, here's the deal. First off, Baver doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Okay, she just and it's timing. They're trying to torpedo what Favreau and Filoni are doing, and I want you guys to go and confront the people you know who I'm talking about, and say you guys are buying in to the lies being told. You guys are buying into it, and you're helping the people you say you hate. And then, look, here's the deal. Fridays, that is basically the Disney Story Group 180 degrees. That's what that is. They have become what they hate. If you stare as long into the abyss, the abyss stares back at you. If you keep fighting monsters, you will become a monster. Okay? All right? And that's what they've become. Again, they don't care. They just want your money. They want your super chats. They want the AdSense. And again, a lot of them, the only way they have any job at all is to come on to YouTube and to lie to you people and to get you to believe their bullshit. Okay? You gotta start thinking for yourself. Okay? Again, like I said before, there's no money in the sequel trilogy. Okay? Now, I think that Pablo, in his heart, knows that Disney knows that there's no money in it. What I think he's trying to do is burn it all down. That's what I think he's trying to do. If I can't have it, no one can. You're right, Carlos, and that's true. They wouldn't like their reflections. It's like having someone like Pablo accuse, one of us of being a Nazi or a racist. And, it's like, no, the only one of those that I see is you. If you look in the mirror every morning, Pablo, that is you right there in your face. Okay? That's you. All right, this is all timing. He's trying to get the fandom all worked up. Okay, hey, Deborah. Mama Bear's in the house. So get the word out to your friends that this guy said this deliberately. He never said the rumors weren't true. Okay, he's not saying the rumors aren't true. It is. It is very much the reaction. Ta-da! Chris wins the internet. This is exactly what they're doing. This is the same thing they did when Luke came back and they didn't know. Now they know Han is coming back. Look, Pablo, all right, I don't know if you know it. Pablo addressed the rumors. He didn't deny the rumors, but he basically said, don't believe everything you hear. And then somebody asked him, aren't you under contract? Didn't they let your contract run out? And he said, but I'm not under contract. Why is he doing this? He's doing this for the same reason that he attacked Star Wars Theory and the rest of us when Luke came back last year. That's exactly what this is. And so is that Jedi Academy thing that Kristen Beaver, the red-haired cat lady, put out on StarWars.com. It's because they don't want it honest. Again, look, these people are propagandists. I call them cultural Taliban. Okay, I'm going to give you guys an assignment because I got to go pretty soon. Go and research the Frankfurt School. Okay, this is cultural Marxism. But anyway, I got to go. I'll see you guys around the galaxy. We're getting ready to leave. And behave, be well. Do not let your hearts be troubled. This is just what they did before. And if you're on Twitter, just tell Pablo, if only we actually believed anything that came out of your weasel mouth. And then say, Stephanie Janisek said for us to tell you that. See you guys around the galaxy.